TLDR, in 1 year, I'm going to release my own season of a Deathbattle-like series. So 16 episodes of some of the most hype matchups you'll ever see. And all you have to do is remember to subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and wait about a year. That's a TLDW. The longer explanation is a bit more complex, and I feel like those of you who are actually going to watch this to completion deserve a bit of an answer. Now, as you might have kind of noticed if you've been watching my content for a while, I've been really struggling over the last year and a half with burnout and just balancing my life with the channel. But that kind of came to a head very recently whenever I finally got a full-time job. You see, before this job, I was pretty much working full-time on the channel. Like, that was what my life was. I mean, COVID didn't help. I really didn't have anything to do during COVID. So, this was my life. I really wanted to make my living off YouTube. I mean, who doesn't? But now I have to reconcile with actually having to be an adult and do stuff, if you know what I mean. I mean, everyone understands that if you've actually been an adult for long. So, I am taking a year off for a number of reasons. One, to kind of get situated in my adult life with my job. I want to move out of my parents' house. Yes, I live with my parents as of now. I want to get a dog. I will name him Maxwell. He'll be an American Bulldog. Gonna be great. I'm gonna train him. Yeah, wow, okay, I almost went on a tangent there. And I just need to get a foothold for the rest of my life in that way. I have absolutely loved the last 4 years of this channel. I've loved it for years, but I've had a lot of stress with it too. Multiple times I've thought of outright quitting, just 100% outright quitting. I'm sure many of you noticed that. And it's because I hesitate to say I'm burning out, but I'm not doing the content I wanted to make. I mean, when it really comes down to it, the content I want to make on this channel has everything to do with versus stuff. X character versus Y character. Y character versus A character. All that's what I want to do. Specifically, the real driving force for me was the idea that eventually I would have my own Deathbattle series, or at least a season of it. I figured after 2 years I'd be able to do that on the channel. But, well, 4 years later, here I am. I got one of those videos out. And honestly, when I did get that video out, I got a taste of what it was like. I've recently rewatched it and like, oh man, so many things I could fix. But when I got that taste of, oh, this is the pure, unsaturated form of versus debating. This is what it's for. All these numbers I calculate, all these things I talk about, their purest form is when they're set up against another character. That's what it is. And I got a taste. And I want to do more. So this next year, which I will be taking off completely from YouTube, maybe a thing here and there, depending on what happens, I will be working on, becoming an adult in today's society and world, and working on those videos. Now, I'm not going to try to hide it behind mystery or whatever. 16 episodes is what I have planned right now. I actually have the matchups I want to do. At least I have 13 of them. I'm missing 3 because I want to make every one of them seem like it could be a season finale. So they're big episodes. Obviously going to be centered around anime, because that's typically what I like and what I know a lot of you guys like, because One Piece, anime, Naruto, whatever. So that's what I'll be doing. Also, with the job I have now, or with any job, I will have a new influx of resources. So that'll help me also as I look for animators if I need to. I can animate so much of this stuff myself if I really want to, but then you come to the crossroads of need and want. Do I want to animate this video, or do I just need to? And I can maybe hire someone. But this all sounds great. Honestly, 16 episodes. I honestly looking forward to it. But if you have been watching my content long, you know that I struggle to motivate myself. I mean, and when I get behind on something, I stay behind. Like, I've recorded so many different videos that I have not released because I got behind on editing them and I just wasn't interested in them anymore. So this is where I come to ask you guys for help. I just set up, just today, a few hours ago, set up an email. It is FinalShowdownResearchCrew@gmail.com. If any of you who are watching this video or see this message or whatever want to join me as a researcher on these videos, email me. It's simple. Here's what I kind of have in mind for your first email. When you do email me, tell me your name, what you want to be called. It could be a username, whatever. A real name, probably not. Honestly, I don't really like the idea of people giving their personal information out over the internet. So username, nickname, whatever. Tell me just a little bit about yourself, because to me right now, almost every single one of you are faceless people. I don't know you personally. When it comes to research, I will need to know you personally. Also, maybe list off maybe your 5 favorite franchises, video games, anime, movie, comics, whatever. And then maybe list off 2 that you don't like. Basically from there, just get that kind of stuff in there, as well as your dream Death Battle season. Like, if you could pick out 16 episodes of Death Battle, or Final Showdown in my case. I keep calling it Death Battle because everyone knows Death Battle. Final Showdown isn't a thing yet. But if you could pick out your own perfect season of Death Battle or Final Showdown, what would they be? 16 episodes. Now, I have a plan for how I'm going to move forward treating Final Showdown when the year is up. But I guess you should know that if Final Showdown does take off immensely, which I'm really hoping it does, I'll basically just rename the entire channel Final Showdown. And we will release stuff like that. If nobody sends me anything, or if I don't see anyone that I really think would be helpful, if everyone's just like cussing me out, I'm going to do all 16 of these episodes by myself. On top of this, a big reason I am doing this is because I've also had to think about how I want to end on YouTube. I mean, no one really wants to think about that, how you want to end your dream career pretty much. But I had to think about that. I thought about it, and I really came to the conclusion that this would be a good legacy, if you will, to leave on YouTube. 16 episodes that I personally want to see done. I don't know who would win these fights. That would be a good legacy. And I'm fine with that. Takes off? Great. We'll continue. But as of now, I am planning on stopping YouTube when the final video of Final Showdown releases next year. It's kind of surreal saying that. I think it'll feel more surreal when this video goes out, because right now I'm just staring at my phone recording this video. But that's what I'm planning on doing, because YouTube won't last forever. So I just want to say, guys, thanks for everything. I mean, many of you love the Versus community, calculations, Death Battle. That's what my channel is about. If you just send your application, let me know. Also, if any of you haters out there want to send me an email, actually, I don't like the term haters, but I'm not sure what else to use. You know, the people who leave comments telling me how biased I am or how awful a person I am on my Naruto versus Luffy video. I still get comments on that thing. Let me know. I mean, if you really want to help me get the right answer, send me an email. Tell me. Let me know. We can work together. Because if 2 people on the opposite side of the spectrum of who would win a fight can't agree, then that fight is almost certainly correct, right? If I, a huge Luffy fan, come to the conclusion through debate, argument, research, and talk with a Naruto fan, agree that Naruto would beat Luffy, then certainly that video would be right. And if I can convince them the other way, that would also be right. I mean, that makes sense, right? So even the haters are encouraged to send me an email. I ask one thing in those emails: be respectful. It will probably take me a couple days to actually check the emails. And also, these 16 episodes, I want to manipulate them, modify them, and change them. So if the research crew have other episodes they want to do, then we can talk about that, modify it a bit. I have my own list of the ones I want to do, but that's why I asked you to do the 16 of your dream Death Battle season, so we can put some in there. Okay, this is a good one. This is not so great, but we'll consider it. That kind of thing. Also, if there are any animators out there, specifically sprite animators, who want to, offer their help, hit me up. We can talk about that. It's the same email, finalshowdownresearchcrew@gmail.com. Same one. But yeah, this will probably be my last video for a year. I'm sorry to spring this on you guys. I really am. To those of you who don't want help with the research and just watch my content for the content's sake, I just ask that you wait. In 1 year, I will be releasing at the very least one video, and that's as if everything else goes wrong. As if no one comes to help with research, I have to do the animation myself, and I just don't push myself hard enough. That's at the very least. That will be my last video. If people come through and help, I will do 16 of them. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos over the last 4 years. Whether you liked them, whether you hated them, whether you agreed or disagreed with them. Thank you so much. It's been a lot. See you next time. Remember to stay spectacular. Jojo out. We'll meet again. Bye-bye.